Welcome to EMAX Ball Reviews. I'm Thomas Larsen, and today we're gonna look at the new Idol Cosmos from Roto, newest ball in the Idol line, legendary Idol line basically, this time with a pearl shiny cover. So the Idol line is obviously one of the most popular lines of balls in the past years, from the original Purple Idol to the Idol Pearl, Idol Synergy, Idol Helios, now the Idol Cosmos. In this video I'm gonna compare it to the Idol Synergy, which has been probably my favorite out of all the idols, one that I've really been able to use a lot, and basically have the same layout on the Synergy and the Cosmos, so we should be able to get a pretty good comparison between those two. So I'm testing out the Idol Cosmos on our usual house pattern in culling. It's 41 feet with a pretty decent amount of oil, but there has been balled a little bit on this pattern before I started testing. And you might ask why I'm not using a fresh pattern. Well, in general, it's not always a good idea to use a shiny ball on a fresh pattern, and I don't do that most of the time. So testing and making a ball review based on a fresh pattern, I feel like it might be a little misdirecting. So I want to test it on something that's burned up a little, where I would actually use this ball. And at first here I'm playing him fairly straight, right around third arrow, and as you can see the Cosmos is fairly clean. I would say on the smoother side, but at the same time it's not smooth in the way where it stops. It's just very round, continues well through the pins. I left a bunch of 9 pins playing a little straighter with it here, so definitely there is a lot of energy in this ball. Really like what I'm seeing, and one of the things I always want to test out with these shinier balls is, because you're using them when there's some friction, there's some play on the lanes, so there's basically 2 things I want to see. One, can I play in the friction pretty straight with it, where it doesn't force me to move left, where I can just be on top of the friction and have it roll off of it and let me get through the dry parts and just be able to play straighter for a longer period of time. And 2, can I move left away from the friction and have it come back and have enough energy to go through the pins. So first here, testing out a little bit straighter. As you can see, the Cosmos doesn't have an issue getting through the friction, but it's not super clean either. It's not to the point where it'll never pick up. It still picks up in the mid lane, so that's a pretty good sign, and it's fairly smooth, so should be able to play a little bit straighter on the burn with the Cosmos here. But I also want to see what it does when I move further left. And as I'm doing that, you can see I'm getting a little further right. I really want to see what happens if I open up my ankles more. And it actually looks really good with the Cosmos. And as I said, when I play a little straighter, I had a tendency to leave some 9 pins. When I move a little further left, it looks really good through the pins. That tells me that the Cosmos is, I would say, medium quick, because it's not so slow that I can't move left with it, but at the same time it might be a little bit too quick to play really straight. So it's kind of in that medium area, I feel. As you can see here, when I then take the next step and move even further left, it starts being a little too smooth. I can still get it to go through the pins, but it doesn't do it as naturally as when I'm kind of in between the little straighter, really far left. So it tells me it's a cleaner, medium response time ball, which is not a bad thing to have in your bag, because that'll allow you some options to where you can play a little bit straighter when the lane starts to hook, and you can also move in. And it'll kind of be that in-between ball where you can when the early, or maybe like a phase 2 or an idle Helios gets a little too early, you can go to the Cosmos, stay in the same area, or move a little left and get to the puck, have some more energy through the pins. But at the same time, you'll also be able to have the next step, which could be an even cleaner ball, like an Electrify, for instance, that's even cleaner, that allow you to stay even more on top of the friction for longer, or quicker balls such as an RCX2, for instance, that allow you to move even further left and really see some back end. So I feel like it'll have a good spot in the back and in my arsenal. So let's compare it to the idle Synergy. Again, Synergy has been really good for me as a smoother late game option. So let's compare it to the Cosmos and see how different they are. And right to start, you can see that when I play a little bit closer to where I started with the Cosmos, Synergy is definitely earlier and a little smoother. So it picks up a little bit more, which makes it go high. And when I adjust and get it to match up a little bit better, it's definitely smoother through the pins and on the back end. So I feel like they're fairly close. I think with a different layout, maybe giving the Cosmos a little bit of surface, I can make them really close. But the Synergy is a little earlier, a little smoother than the Cosmos. So I think if you really like the Idle Pearl or the Idle Synergy, the Cosmos would be a good replacement ball or a good next ball for you. They're definitely, I think they're close enough to where you'll be able to use it as a replacement ball, but at the same time, it is also a little different. So if you want something that still has the same core as your Idle Synergy or a Idle Pearl, you can go with the Cosmos and get that little bit cleaner, a little quicker response time that'll allow you to maybe be a little further left or get a little more angle through the pins. I think the Cosmos is going to fit in a really good spot actually, because you have balls like the Phase 4, for instance, that's really quick, that allows you to play pretty far left, get through the fronts, and have a lot of back end reaction. And then you have the smoother balls like an Idle Synergy, and the Cosmos kind of fits in between there, where the ball isn't forcing you to move left, but at the same time it's clean enough to allow you to play right. And that's on how a lot of patterns break down nowadays. That's a pretty good ball to have that allow you to move left without forcing you to move too far left. So I'm looking forward to it. I think this is gonna have a spot in my bag for a lot of tournaments if I know we're bowling on more friction than normal, and be a ball that I can really see using in the later stages of a block. So looking forward to this one. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe and give me a like and a comment if you're looking forward to the Cosmos, if you like the Idle series balls, and yeah, let me know what you think of it. So thanks, and see you in the next video.